I'm joined now by Congressman Adam Schiff, Democrat from California and the ranking member on the House Intelligence Committee. And Congressman, thank you for being here. I will pick up and ask you the same question that my colleague Rachel Maddow asked Chuck Schumer. You sit on the Intelligence Committee. What has been the reaction of the leaders of the intelligence community to just being essentially spurned by the incoming president?
I think people are really incredulous that he continues to take the side of the Kremlin, that essentially he disregards what the intelligence community has to say, the enormous consensus among the intelligence agencies, that basically because the facts are at odds with his own preferred version of events, he is going to shun and ignore what the intelligence community has to say. I'm running out of adjectives and expletives to describe the situation. It is really so appalling, and here he's taking the side of Julian Assange. I think what it does show more than anything else is that in Donald Trump's world, you're for him or against him. Here during the campaign, what the Russians did was helpful. He's not going to bite the hand that fed him. And what WikiLeaks did was helpful. And so he's going to praise them. But as you saw in those clips that you played of Sean Hannity before and after, Donald Trump before and after, there's no consistency here at all, far from it. And one final point I would make, because I think the president spoke to this so eloquently during his press conference a couple of weeks ago, what we are seeing here is such a hyper-partisan environment within the GOP that they are willing to overlook all the qualms that they have about Russia over the last half a century or more. They're willing to overlook the way that Julian Assange has endangered our national interests if it's good for the Republicans and bad for the Democrats. And that is a terrible development in our democracy. And
Congressman, do you get the sense that that is lasting? That Republicans and Donald Trump are going to continue to have this fealty or to give Russia a huge pass on even spying on America and hacking into American emails and give Assange a huge pass? Do you think that's lasting, or do you think it's temporary because they don't want Donald Trump's election to seem invalidated?
I think it's temporary because a lot of the members of the House and some in the Senate have districts or states where Trump is more popular than they are. They're still afraid of their own shadow. But you do have some courageous GOP members who are speaking out, people like McCain, who are not going to sit idly by while Trump takes actions that are inimical to our national security and cozies up to the Kremlin.
Yeah.
So, I think others will find their voice, too.
And Congressman, in closing, there is a report out in the Wall Street Journal. They're reporting that the incoming Trump administration is looking to actually make serious restructuring, change both the Director of National Intelligence Office to essentially cut it, and also make changes and restructuring to the CIA, cutting back on staffing at the Virginia headquarters, moving people into field posts, that kind of thing. That seems alarming in a response maybe to what Donald Trump doesn't believe or believes from the intelligence agencies, but what do you make of those proposals?
Well, I think that's exactly right. If this Wall Street Journal report is accurate, under the guise, ironically, of saying we want to depoliticize the Office of the Director of National Intelligence or the CIA, what the President-elect would be doing is exactly the opposite. It would be politicizing. It would be effectively punishing the intelligence agencies for speaking the truth, punishing them for speaking out about Russian interference in our democracy. That would be a terrible step.
Yeah, it would certainly be unprecedented. Congressman Adam Schiff, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.